Welcome back to our second set of the evening, which is also a recast. This is Ferrymen versus Lions Pride. I believe this is a minors match.
Yep, got a minors match week two. My name is High Altitude, and with me is Top Hat.
Hello. Should still be a pretty good game to watch here. Pretty
Yeah,
excited. I love watching these games. They're so much fun. It doesn't matter what level they're playing,
and just as a
still
heads
enjoy.
up, this is going to be going straight into a draft because there's some technical issues. We don't know the bands this time, but we'll have bands next game. Let's see. And coming out of the Lions Pride, we have Fenrir, Ratatoskr, Athena, Jingwei, and Zeus. And then out of the Ferrymen, we have Olorun, Ymir, Charybdis, Kali, and Loki.
Zeus. That's an interesting choice here. You don't see Zeus played very often, especially in competitive play. How's that for you?
No, this is kind of just peaceful being peaceful. He is very much a Zeus player, so
Sure.
uh, it's kind of normal. But we'll see if this one goes over well, especially with the way that he builds. Kind of interesting to see a Zeus going into a Kali, going into a Loki, and into a Ymir. So that's kind of tough, and not a huge issue.
It's kind of feel bad for the Zeus. Loki is pretty good at locking immobile characters down. Though Zeus does have a terrifying ult.
Yeah,
Uh,
late game Zeus ult definitely worth seeing. Kind of interested to
so,
see where this rat goes and see, how this Charybdis goes. We've been seeing a lot of Charybdis out of the majors players and out of some AMA players, but it's going to be kind of interesting to see if we keep seeing a Charybdis steamroll through their games. Awesome. All right, we're just getting set up here as the game is starting. We're just about ready to go.
yeah, some interesting team comps. Looks like that's potentially a Cali solo.
Could be.
Never,
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen Cali solo in comp play.
I kind of feel it's as cheesy as like the Cali supports that I have, where your whole thing is like you want. Oh, maybe not. It seems like it's a. Let's see. Oh yeah, no, it's Cali solo.
Man,
Yeah, just where you tower dive and you have that one last shot that's gonna kill you, and you get your heal off. So same thing with support. It's kind of dumb. It's really not great, but late game, even if you build full damage, you just run through people.
sure. That is a scary thing to see is a Callie sprinting at you when she's got her ult out.
Yeah, not my favorite thing. Looks like both junglers opting to buy a hog here as they go into a pretty standard build. Rat is starting a tier 2 acorn instead of picking up a tier 1 item. Uh, Interesting thing here to see a Kali and an Olorun picking up mannequins. Not
For sure.
really. It's kind of an interesting one for Olorun, but I guess boxing into a Jingwei makes sense. Jingwei opting to go the crit build with a Gilded Arrow, and Zeus actually opting for a Vamp Shroud into a tier 1 staff, trying to maybe get a Warlock staff in here, uh, you know, going into this Charybdis mid.
Oh,
Oh,
there we go. This is one of the issues with Zeus, but
yep.
he has beads and he gets away.
Beats out of Zeus. I don't think Zeus. Oh, perfect
Oof.
pickup for that level 1, level 2 gank out of Fenrir. Zeus had his, he went with his Age of Shield, that he went with the Chain Lightning. If he had that detonate, he might have had that, but no problem. Zeus is still going to clear up these mids. He's going to solo clear these while he does the Auris. And, oh, as Fenrir actually goes to gank duo lane, kind of crazy here.
Just
We get the
not
taunt, we
see
get the
it coming.
beads. Good knockup out of Olorun. Fenrir's just going to chase it down. It gets frozen by Ymir.
Nice.
And not much. Olorun just gets out safe. He gets his beads burnt, and I don't think we got anything out of Ymir. Ymir has a blink, so not too much of an issue. Rat's actually kind of boxing this Kali pretty easily.
Oof.
Yeah, Kali's level 1, 2, 3, kind of rough. 4 and 5 tend to get a little bit easier for her as she gets like 1 or 2 items online. Uh, let's see. Fenrir's still staying. He's opting not to farm when he's kind of getting out rotated by his jungle counterpart, who's actually ganking solo lane.
That's unfortunate. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to this duo lane matchup. I kind of like this Jing pick and Oleron pretty safe. Your CC immune and your ult.
Yeah.
Can't get hit while you're just sitting up in the air.
I'm pretty sure
Really
that
kind of just
Chaos knows that he's not really going to take an early lead against a Charybdis or an Oleron, so I think he just wants to farm safe and just be safe.
yeah,
That's kind of an easy
really
one.
kind of a big brain pick there. I like it.
Ooh, Charybdis just really chunking the Zeus. Yeah, Charybdis with that Death's Toll Mace build. Wow, Fenrir is just Fenrir is allergic to farm. I'll say that now.
Yeah, but look at the damage he's putting on this Olera.
Ooh, good taunt. Oh, perfect. Yeah, nice taunt out of Athena. Gets that cleanup with the stun. And Jingwei might, yeah, if Athena can body block enough, I think Jingwei might be able to pick up a kill here, or Fenrir.
Maybe.
Yep, that's it.
There.
We get the shell
Oh,
out. Oh, he dies to a swordsman. That's totally fine. You don't hate to die to that.
oh,
Yeah, Snappy gets picked up by Twitchy and Cyber as he goes over the blue rotation. Fenrir's been spending a lot of time here in duo, so Cyber just gets to run through their solo lane. But they do
that's
confirm the
not what
purple.
you. Yeah, that's not what you want to see out of solo. Dying and losing your blue buff. That poor rat is gonna be
I
really
think,
far behind.
yeah, I think it's one of those things where it doesn't really matter, I think, for Rat, because if the Scully builds the way that I think she's going to build, she's probably just going to go full damage and is just going to try and run through people, and that chain sustain will be it for her.
Mhm.
If Rat is able to be tanky enough here, along with the Athena and probably even the Fender, you know, they'll just out sustain and out tank them. We'll see how that goes, but you know, we'll have to just check and see back. As she actually opts to start a tier 2 Berserkers.
And it does look like Zeus is going into Warlocks as well. So,
Yeah, what's your thought on Warlock pickup in mid?
I kind of I feel like it just takes too long to stack. I don't stacking items for me are just kind of weird in mid. Um, I feel like if you're gonna build stacking items, play Baba, just because 8 minutes in you got a fully stacked item. Sometimes even 5 minutes in if you're just moving all over the map.
Yeah, if you're power
But
farming.
I guess Zeus with Warlocks is okay. He's gonna hit the whole wave and detonate and clear them all really fast, so it doesn't
Yeah, and
really
luckily
matter.
Fender is opting to not hang out in mid lane. Same with Cyber though, so it's kind of an even trade. You know, he's just getting those stacks online, and he's getting a lot of that farm.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so kind of not a huge issue for him, but you know, we'll see how that kind of goes.
Rat is just getting bullied solo.
Yeah, he's having a hard time here. Fender's actually in position over in solo lane to try and kind of help him, as you know, that blue is coming back up. They want to kind of protect that for Rat, get some XP. Fender jumping in on the Kali, kind of a issue since she does have that ult now, but not a huge biggie.
Yeah, and for all the time that Fender is spending in dual lane, this man has 3 kills already, but he
Now,
is a tiny bit behind.
yeah, Fender was smart here. Fender would just leave because Loki got the solo XP on blue, and so he should just leave, let Rat get that solo XP, and he'll be a whole blue buff ahead of, you know, the Kali. Not a huge issue. Just doing Zeus things, clearing in mid wave, no issue. Let's see. Yeah, kind of an interesting choice to actually clear with the ult. Might have actually seen they do have a ward there on you know, left and right. So you probably just saw the Loki come in, thought he was going to ult, drop the ult, and then you know, just ended up clearing that way. So kind of one of those things.
Not a terrible decision. You see a lot of Vulcans doing that when they want to back. They clear the way with their ult.
Well, yeah, you know, level 5. You know, if you're just farming, there's a point. Oh, Fender's going to gank the Kali. You hit the brutalize. She's actually going to pop that ult. No
Very
issue.
nice.
And she just walks away, cancels it early, and just can you? I don't know if you can cancel that early. Actually, it
I'm
might just
actually
be
not sure
short.
either.
But yeah. Oh, ult comes
Ooh,
out of Loki. Beats out of Zeus to try and sustain that freeze, getting that Sentinel, or getting the oh, Athena. Athena actually ults in and dies. That is a terrible trade. Rat's up. Rat's looking at the Kali. She has no ult right now, so he knows he can pressure her out. Blink out of
oof.
the Kali. Rat doesn't care. Rat's got that chase down. He doesn't even have to blink. He's got bees right now to try and get out of the Kali stun and try to get out of the Loki stun.
Yeah, good try by the Cali there to blink away from Rat, but Rat does have a dash. Good luck
Yeah,
getting away from this man.
yeah. Kind of an interesting choice to see him go the Evergreen Acorn. Oh, Fenrir ult comes out mid lane. Guards the Ymir. Not really great. I mean, you know, you probably would have just seen him. Oh, he's getting chunked by this Charybdis. Absolutely terrible.
I wonder why he went for the Ymir. There was no beads used by Charybdis, so
Well, yeah, no beads out of Charybdis, and he probably assumed she was going to Whirlpool, but, Ymir has finished that Thieves. He is kind of tanky, so grabbing him, kind of a waste of an ult, to be honest. He might have done it for CC immunity. Okay, big Zeus ult coming out here. Got a ton of stacks on Ymir. Ymir is one. Oh, just a shame. Xerath knocks up Athena here and just is able to get out.
so unfortunate. You see Hunter there almost make a big mistake, walls himself out of the tower. Fortunately, nobody was paying attention. He does get away.
Yeah, you love to you love to be a support that just gets your full value. You get all your health, knocked away, and you live with 1 health.
Yeah.
That just means more mitigations at the end of the day.
Exactly.
All right, Loki's kind of positioning here in mid with Charybdis to try and loot this Fenrir. He knows Fenrir only has Blink that's down. Rat's actually box. Yeah, Calliol comes out there, maybe to try and help, try and sustain against the wave. Rat's just gonna run at her. We got a stun. He doesn't have beads at the moment. He is going to. Yeah, he is going to ult over. Maybe pick up a kill. No, she goes under tower. Fenrir actually waiting at the end to try and hit it. Beads comes out of Charybdis as a lot of stuff is burned. Ymir's rotating back into the mid to try and get in the fight. Blink freeze on the Zeus. The Zeus is kind of in a bad spot. Oh, that is not where you want to be. And Charybdis is going to pick up the Zeus kill. Loki actually ulting into the wave to try and get this Athena. Ymir is now tanking. Let's see here. All right. Yeah, and a lot of neutral farms still up on the map. You still have a ton of the back camps. Rat is actually looking for a blue invade here, or maybe just even a cheeky attack of the Kali. He is 2 levels over her, so okay, maybe not the greatest engage because you took the wave with you, but yeah, he knows his mistake. He's running out now. As he's 2 levels over the Kali, kind of an interesting one. 3 levels on the Loki over this Fenrir, despite being 0-0-3 and Fenrir being 3-1-0. Charybdis being 2 levels over, Ymir being a level over. Super even duo lane, not even an issue. Kali ults, and we're probably going to see her. Yeah, just get out. Yeah, totally fine. Even though you see a huge rotate out of the Athena. Probably not worth it for her in the end, but it's okay. Ymir positioning himself on the left side here of the fight to try and get that, disengage as Loki kind of opts to go back into the jungle. Probably not an issue as Fenrir just does the blue. Again, not super great. Fenrir is underleveled, so he should be doing this, but it's really hard to justify taking your solo lane's XP. So it's just one of those things. Right. Not really much coming out of duo lane here. Pretty quiet. We're just farming. We're keeping even pace. She does have that lifesteal. He has that lifesteal. He's working into a tier 2 of some kind of lifesteal. We'll see where he goes in a minute. And let's see. Any other crazy things coming out? Yeah, finish that Warlock staff halfway through. Supports are even on their Thieves stacks. Pretty normal. Kali opting for some kind of cudgel. Maybe a Frostbound would be cool. Maybe a Blackthorn. Who knows? We've actually lost the T2 here in mid as, they've kind of pushed through. Or the T1 in mid, sorry. As they push through. But as Loki keeps going for this Zeus. Oop. Talk comes out of Athena. Loki also trying to get out. Still takes a ton of poke from the detonate off Zeus. As Charybdis is also getting poked out by Fenrir here. Charybdis is level 12. The Maw Hungers comes out. He's got 1 detonate on her, and he wasted his Zeus ult to try and get that. Doesn't even hit the detonate. He probably would have actually killed her if he did hit that detonate. Kali is rotating. Oh, he actually did detonate there. Kali actually is rotating and just Ponton dies. That sucks. Beats out of Zeus as Ymir is getting run down by this rat right now. We'll see how this goes. Rat just has a mystical mail. He doesn't have too much else besides that evergreen acorn, but shouldn't be too bad. Ymir ult, maybe to try and peel and sustain a bit. Mitigate through that.
That Zeus detonate's doing a lot of damage.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he has maxed that. I don't know if that's the kind of person that he is. If he maxes chain lightning or if he maxes detonate first. Seems like he's maxes detonate first. Makes sense. It does a ton of damage, especially when you're going such a high power build like Warlocks into what could be a Deso or a Magus. I'd love to see a Magus here. I'd love to see some sustain out of Zeus's, especially as we go into this buff for Zeus here. in a patch or two. You know, I'm probably gonna see more sustain on him. Like maybe even Hagates would be fun for that Aegis buff that he's getting.
Oh, for sure. It'd also be funny to watch as well.
Just getting run down and auto down by a Zeus. I think I think Doom or Pacate would be kind of nuts, but it's kind of one of those things.
Zeus jungle for president sounds like.
Yeah. All right. Going back to farm mode here. Not too much else. Rat just loves playing up here. I mean, Rat is 2 levels above the Kali still. She's opting for a Frostbound option here, which not the worst thing in the world, but without she has the mannequins, but without something like a Kins, it's not going to be too bad for this Rat. He's actually rotating out to get neutral farm in the middle of the map instead of sticking around in his solo lane. He has gotten her T1 out, so really not even an issue. But I think if he's not careful here, he's going to lose a lot of farm. Actually, that Fenrir comes and picks up, which is great. You don't like to lose farm whenever you can avoid it.
I actually kind of don't mind this Rat playing this aggressive either. He hasn't really been punished for it quite yet. And as you said, he does have a 2-level lead.
Yeah, he's 1-1-1, so as long as he can go out and get the neutral farm and he's not getting invade farm, which is at a decreased cost, it's fine. We're going to pick up the Gold Fury here as they're just all grouped. 2 in right lane means that's just free, you know, unless Zeus comes in and Zeus ults it and gets kind of lucky with the way that the strikes happen. You know, that's fine, but generally it's not a huge issue.
Yeah, I think that's the earliest Gold Fury of the day as well. 13 minutes.
13 minutes, we get a Gold Fury out.
Yeah, it's about time.
It's definitely fun. It's definitely fun to see how aggressive these minors players are. The majors super conservative, super safe. AMA players also kind of safe because we're not quite sure. The minors are in a space where they just know kind of how to run at people, but not how to kind of group the way they should. They're doing pretty good here. I mean, granted, they're on the Phoenix line of their solo lane, so you know it's not that hard for Ferrymen to get around them and just be like, hey, let's just all be there. Ult comes out of Kalahalik here as he goes. Ymir's just getting way poked out. He's actually grabbed Cyber, but I don't know what he's going to do with him, to be honest. Ult comes out of Cyber, and Cyber picks that up with the help of Charybdis. Rat ult comes in, doesn't really hit anybody. The Maw hungers out, misses, and the Athena ult comes in. Oh, big Olaron ult as just, yeah, we're cleaning up here. That is an insane Zeus ult as well. Aegis comes out of Zeus, gets knocked up, and he's going to get blasted. Yeah, that was an insane Olaron ult there. He hasn't been anywhere in this game, but when he rotates, it's been impactful.
That was massive, for sure. It looked like they were about to turn the fight on Cyber and Zara there, but
I mean, Cyber gets out with 1 health here. You know, he is, you know, it definitely by the skin of his teeth. And Cyber really isn't doing a ton. He's 0-0-4. He has been letting everybody else get that kill credit, which it seems like it might just be Charybdis.
Yeah, and it looks like he's doing pretty good at farming as well.
Oh yeah, I mean he's been up and farm this whole game, and we're looking at a 2K gold lead here. You know, at 15 minutes in the game, you know we had a bit of a back and forth through the middle of the game or for the beginning, but now that we're kind of going into the 15-minute mark, there's just not a lot that Lions Pride here is doing that is putting them ahead in farm. You know. See.
Right, and that's the interesting thing too, is that they were the ones that were just pushing towers. I mean, they have more towers down than the Ferrymen do. Ferrymen have only taken 1 T1.
Yeah, I mean we're even in towers now. We are actually up 1 tower on Lion's Pride, but you know the bleed damage, that poison damage out of Loki is insane, especially with a crusher. You know, he still had like a 1/5 of his health bar. And as soon as he got hit with it, it was done. You know, he's probably maxing that after his flurry rush, but it's totally fine. Fenrir is going to ult, or yep, he's going to ult for the Ulrun, grabs the Loki instead. Oh, I don't know what that was.
Oh my! Terminator just turned that around with a very well timed Aegis.
Yeah, Athena knows better than to try and hang around there, especially in the Ulrun ult. He is just going to get out of there. Let's see.
Beautiful relic usage.
Yeah, great. Yeah, great Aegis out of the Olaron to negate the brutalize. Big damage reduction there. Zeus is just pumping damage right now into the Ymir. No issue. And yeah, we're just widening this gap. We're at a 4K gold lead now in literally a minute.
Yeah,
with
that
this with this
was
with this two with that kill on the left, that was insane. Let's see. Fenrir actually opting for the Erendite here. This is what I hate about playing Loki is that Erendite pickup is just such an easy buy, and you just get free vision on Loki, which counters him so
and
hard.
you get tons of damage as well out of that.
Well,
When
yeah,
you
it's a big
proc that
damage.
Aaron
It's a big damage pickup, but he could always go into like a Serrated or a Heartseeker. Um, for those kind of. Oh, seems like we got a pause here. Uh, for those items. But the issue is, without Erendite passive, you can just chase a Loki. He's got
Mhm.
nowhere to go. Even in Viz, you still get that little movement speed vision on him,
Yeah,
which is really a nuisance. Let's see. Going into this, we seem to have a pretty okay build coming out of most of these guys. Um,
it's just
Twitchy's build's a little
county
bit
build. Yeah.
odd, but it's not anything crazy. This is like a textbook Bologna build, honestly. And working to a rat, it's a little bit of a choice, but it's fine. And Zeus opting for that Spear Magus. Like I said, would love to see some lifesteal out of that spot. He's going into another lifesteal item, probably a Titan's Fang. Nope, we are kind of zooming around here.
Oh, okay.
We good? Okay. Yeah,
Perfect.
we got through that DC there real quick. And some real issues here with the connectivity. Loki getting poked out here. Oh yeah, by the brutalize. He's got that. Olrun ult comes out here to try and help mitigate that, but not a huge,
Oh,
not much they can do. Oh, the Maw Hungers, great stun on Zeus. Ymir ult. Don't know if that connected with the Zeus, but it's fine. Kali's just running him down. Rat ult into the Kali, and Jingwei's here to try and kind of help siege a defense. Looks like they're moving towards that Primal Fury to try and get some pressure for a Fire Giant. I would love to see that pull before 20 minutes, but, with Loki being down, it might not be feasible. Jingwei is coming in to try and do that. Kali's going to zone for a bit while they burn it.
that was so
Oh, and she
unfortunate
catches the
too.
dash. That's insane. She caught the dash of Jingwei, and she's frostbound. Just auto attacking. Yeah, beads out of Kali to try and help get that reduced. No beads out of Jingwei, but we did see the shell out of Jingwei. Kind of an interesting choice to pick up a double shell out of your ADC and support. Not really sure how I feel about it. How do you feel about that, Top Hat?
Yeah, that's just odd to me. To be honest, I really wouldn't have minded seeing Aegis. Just try to immune some of that damage that Callie's putting out when she's chasing you down. Maybe even for Loki damage, his
Yeah.
backstabs or his little swipes.
Yeah, I mean, Aegis
Um,
like a Loki poison or a long range Olrun one or even a Ymir ult.
for anything, but the shell, that's just
Shell's a
all right.
choice,
Yeah,
especially after the shell nerfs, since
yeah,
it's only really good for negating basic attack damage up to a certain point. It's just not really worth it, especially as this Kali goes
sure.
into attack speed. Let's see, Rat's just kind of clearing up waves and wants to leave.
And for
Kali
those who aren't aware, Shell used to have block stacks on it.
yeah,
Uh,
used to have block stacks. Now it has
Damage mitigation?
no, it has auto
No.
attack reduced damage up to 50% once
Oh,
you
okay.
upgrade it, but only while the shield is active. So kind of how that is. Let's see. I mean, this hunter guy, he's something, but he's 0-1-8. He's feeding at this point, so it's not what I like to see out of my supports, to be honest.
uh,
Yeah,
yeah.
it makes it pretty tough to justify, but it's okay. We're seeing some greedy pickups,
Ooh,
but ooh,
big crits.
big crits, but also a really good whirlpool form to try and immune some damage. Um, you know, immuning the rat nut, and the Athena stun or the Athena taunt. It's pretty nuts. These Ymir walls though are kind of cracked. Not gonna lie. Olderman's kind of positioning himself here to.
Actually, see, that's something else that I'm confused on. Is they have a Ymir? Well, I mean, why not just get a
Oh,
Phantom there?
that's a good question. Big crit coming out here. Ooh, Kali is having an ult. Rat is going to chase this down as he goes up into his Yggdrasil. He's going to follow the Kali and might actually get a kill here. Nope.
Oh,
Stun comes out. He doesn't have a dash yet. It's gonna be up pretty
I
close. Oh, blinks instead.
think he baited that out.
Yeah, he baited out that. It's totally fine. Olren's coming just to kind of put out some damage. Chaos actually picking up Cyber here. Great use. She's got a ton of crit at the moment.
Oh, what a freeze!
What a huge freeze. What a huge ult. That's nuts. The Maw comes out, doesn't really hit anything. Jingwei is CC immune, as Ymir is just following these winged, these heavenly winged characters. Chaos not picking up a double with Xerath, and
Oh,
Ymir just kind of getting pumped right now. It's fine. He's trying to immune in the fog.
no way! And she's
Okay.
coming back.
Coming back. Maybe she gets the triple. Oh, Peaceful Mind takes the triple. No issue. Olren actually just pumping. Oh my goodness, he is critting that Fenrir over and over. And even the Rat can't really stand up to him just because he's got so much life steal at the moment, and Rat has no anti-heal. Nothing.
If I'm Hunter, I am so angry, but actually really happy.
You know what?
That
It's fine.
was
You trade out what? It's
beads
yeah.
for nothing.
It's a 2-for-1 at this point. I mean, well, actually, like a 3-for-1. So kind of a weird trade, but what else are you gonna do against as the Ymir? You have no mobility and
Right,
stuff.
exactly.
I would
But yeah,
almost
like
I would almost wager to bet that his no, I would say his freeze is probably maxed out. Knowing him, he doesn't max his wall, so nothing else he can do besides just try and get a big freeze. They don't have beads and walk away.
for sure. Yeah, I'm surprised that Jingwei used her beats there. Definitely did not need to do that.
No, Jing was probably looking for the triple kill,
Yeah,
but it's
can't blame him.
it's fine because if he axes his 3, that freeze is such a long stun time that he literally could just walk away and Jin can't do anything.
Yeah, he could for sure. For sure.
That's just how it is. You got to beats it just to confirm the kill.
Yeah,
But it'll be up before probably the next fight. It's on a 75-second cooldown. Not a huge issue.
Zeus has Pythax.
Zeus going into Pythax, yeah, that's kind of an interesting choice. I mean, he's gone the Typhons, he's gone the Spear of the Magus, and he's going into a Vamp Shroud. And, it could be probably not a Blood Soaked, but it'll probably be
Sacrificial,
a sacrifice. I don't know. I mean, he could go sacrificial just because he's going to be life stealing so much, but Blood Soak would be the safe bet. I would love to see a sacrificial, but who knows? As Flying Sprite actually starts to pull this, they're actually baiting for that Ola run.
Oh.
Guess the beats Aegis. Still hits him with
Oh
that.
my god!
That was a huge detonate there out of Peaceful Mind. Fenrir getting frozen out and actually chased out here by 3 of them. Hunter picks up the kill for Kalaholic as they freeze with the Loki and the Charybdis there. Loki comes out on the left side here as we are not looking at it, and Athena getting run down by this Kali. Rat tried to get up in the Yggdrasil, didn't make it. Loki just kind of baiting on the back as Kali is actually going to start running out of Zeus. This Zeus is in a tough spot because his whole thing is he's getting run at by a Kali with Frostbound, so he is not in a great space. Just gets teared apart by the support as Athena gets teared apart by the Kali, and they could try to do the fire. Their tanks are pretty strong here. The only thing is they only have a Charybdis, here to try and burn objectives. She does have crit. She's got that dominance. So, they're just opting to take towers, which is fine. You can definitely get a Phoenix off this. Fenrir's the only one that's up now, and he's not really in a position to. Oh, never mind.
Fenrir.
Yeah, he's gonna try and go for the Kali.
Do it again.
Yeah, it gets. Yeah,
this man, they lost that firefight, in my opinion, 100% because of Fenrir. This man overcommitted when they had the advantage. They killed the Olara.
Yeah, definitely a little bit of a weird choice. I mean, he definitely could have. I think he should have gave it up. There's nothing to do there.
He overcommitted. He got caught out. He got killed. Some of his team went in there to try and save him. Big, huge mistake because all of Ferrymen were just sitting around the corner waiting for it. They knew it was going to happen. It was incredible.
Yeah, there's nothing else you can do. Either you're going to blink in, brutalize, and you don't kill them and you just die, or you blink in, you ult them, and if you beads, that's it. All you had to do was beads. We're actually burning this fire giant super hard here. And it's gonna be a full team of fire. That's insane.
Charybdis is critting all the time.
Yeah, huge, even with just Wind Demon. Well, Charybdis,
Wind Demon Death Ring.
Yeah, she's got a Death Ringer as well. So definitely a ton of damage out here. Huge damage out of Ferrymen right now, you're seeing a ton of damage. Only topped by the Zeus, who's got 24k damage, which is, to make sense, his build is insane. I actually see maybe a Wing Blade coming out of the Zeus here to try and mitigate a bit of this slow from the Kali and from the Charybdis, but we'll see how that goes.
Right, because it does not proc inside of Olerum.
Yeah, it doesn't proc on Oleron ult. It actually will proc on Ymir, so he's got some good use out of that, but that just tells me it'll probably just be down any chance he has is up.
For sure. Yeah, this thing is
Yeah.
constantly going to be getting procced.
Looks like we're wall checking here to try and defend against this Phoenix Siege.
Oh, go for it.
Fender actually ults in. Kali just chasing him down. Yep, there's the Kali ult coming out. We are chasing the Fender now, and
Oh, the tick damage kills her in her ult.
yep, Kali is yeah, dead there. Gets to pick up the Jing Wei, but that's a pretty good trade still. Just healing up at the back with Olerin heal as we start to siege again. Zeus still here. He actually isn't
Just
sitting on
waiting
ult
for
anymore.
time to ult.
Yeah, he is. Oh, terrible. He gets caught out by the knockup. The Mahungers comes out here. Gets caught out by the Loki ult. And
Oh,
Olerin ulting now at the end of the fight. He's
this
got
is
it.
this is tough to watch. I mean, the Lions Pride are doing so well at finding one pick and keeping it even, and then somebody just miscommunicates or stays their welcome in a spot that they shouldn't be in, and the
Usually,
Ferrymen just rip them
yeah,
apart.
this is one of those things where unfortunately their team fight just was not as strong. Peaceful Mind was doing a ton of work here on the Zeus, but unfortunately, it seems like the Rat, the Jingwei, the Athena kind of fell a little bit short. Fenrir was still doing okay, but he was very overcommitted. You can tell that by that 3 and 8 there. By he was just going in, he was trying to get something, and he did not have any follow up. So not really very worth it. Additionally, Twitchy, we can't advocate for that. I'm sorry, you're gonna get banned if you keep on with this. You know, that's. I mean, it's fine. Yeah, I mean, great showing out of Ferryman here on game one. Really love that Loki play. Really love that Oleron play. Those ults were just always in.
Opportune moments.
Yeah, just great spots. I mean, that
Yeah,
last one a little bit out. You already finished the game. Not really a huge thing, but better use it than not use it.
exactly. Yeah.
Great choice
No,
of
this is
yeah, great choice of starters here whenever we did finish them. The only thing, yeah, I would have loved to see if that was a sacrificial or a or if that was a blood soaked.
oh for
And
sure.
then
Yeah, I was
I
really interested in that as well.
and it seems like Olin was actually opting for a late Sona Foul. Kind of an interesting choice.
Yeah, he was kind of getting sat on by the Fenrir for a little bit, I felt
Yeah.
like.
I mean,
So
I
I
would have probably liked to see that either in the slot of the Typhon's Fang or in the slot of the Demonic, one of the two. But it's
better late
fine.
than never, I guess.
Yeah, you know what? At that point, you're just playing Oler and ADC.
Right. Yeah. I,
There's something new to it. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and set up for game two. We'll be back in just a moment. We're gonna go to a brief intermission.
Welcome back to game two of the set, Ferrymen versus Lions Pride. I believe the Ferrymen are currently at 1-0.
Yep, Ferryman 1-0 over the Lions Pride. As we're going in here, let's see. All right, we're just gonna get into the bands here. Let's see. Yep, we do have bans this time. Just to we had a bit of a skin issue before. We have heard your complaints about band skins. Don't worry, I don't know if everyone saw Raptor's message, but uh,
Yes.
we'll try and keep the skin abuse to a minimum. Even though I really want to play that Kitty Karnakumba, but it's fine.
I would also like to play the Tier 5 Cthulhu skin, please and thank you.
You know what? I do want to skateboard on all of my Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle skins. That would be very cool. Please and thank you, admins.
Yeah.
No? Okay. I'm getting a hard head shake from, our production cast here that we cannot omit that list,
Yeah.
just as a heads up. And coming out of the bans here, the Lions Pride opting to ban an Ardio, a Tiamat, and a Loki. Kind of an interesting choice. And
Okay.
then Ferryman opting to ban a Geb, an Odin, and thinking about their last pick here for a second. But how do you feel about the Tiamat pick here? The Ardio, the Odin, the Geb's pretty normal. Tiamat, kind of a niche one.
Yeah. She does have quite a bit of lane pressure, and her late game is just insane. Uh, but as a lot of people talk about, her early game pretty subpar. She doesn't do a whole lot. Um,
The light
but
is
late
Yeah.
game, she's just a
on.
monster.
Yeah, late game, you get that pen, you get those mitigations. It's nuts. And Lions Pride opting to pick up the Oleron here. Um, believe that came out of the Ferryman last game, so kind of an interesting one to see.
Yeah, I'm actually
Yeah,
surprised the Lions Pride don't opt to just ban.
yeah, probably would have been a better one, but it's fine. Oleron's still a huge pickup here, and we'll see how they play on it. Soul actually getting picked up by the Ferryman, getting that locked in as they think about their second pick. Kind of a counter, kind of the same space, being safe, being able to use Sona Foul pretty easy, and just being a general nuisance for most people. They actually lock in a Cerberus here, which could be a pretty interesting pick depending on how uh, Lions Pride decides to build out here. I don't know if I would first round pick a Cerberus, because really that's an anti heal bully. You want a ton of healers and then play a Cerberus, and you're just unkillable. Um, first picking
I
that
There's
is
a lot of better second picks here. I mean, there's
yeah,
still an Uller, there's still
Say
Rob,
my
there's
name 3
still
times fast, and
there's
I'll
still
punch you
much
in
better
the
picks,
face.
but
yeah,
it is Cerberus.
and as I say, Cerberus is a anti heal bully. We get a Hercules here. Just
Ooh,
an odd choice to go into a Serb with a Herc. Bacchus
Bacchus
getting
as
picked
well.
up. Yeah, Bacchus getting picked up here as that last man actually was a Cthulhu out of Ferryman. Kind of an interesting one. Not something I would ban, but it's okay. I'm an ammo. What do I know?
Uh, Nothing, according
Nothing. I know
to
nothing.
right, according to Masters players.
Yeah, according to select master support that I won't name.
Nope, we don't know who you are.
Who knows? Who knows?
I
A
Let's see.
whirling pool of
Kurt is coming
biting
back
teeth.
out here on the ferryman side.
like to see it.
Like to
Didn't
see
have a
it.
terrible game in game one.
Yep,
Why not run it
easy.
back?
Let's see. We're getting these next rounds of picks or these next rounds of bans.
Ah, gee.
Yeah, we're getting a Daji out of the Lion's Pride, a Zeus ban out of Ferryman, which is kind of an interesting one. I'm not sure how I feel about a Daji. I can understand why they would think that with an Ola run and maybe whatever else they're picking, but kind of a weird pick. Let's see. We get
Right.
and then we have a Morgan coming out on Fairman's side and a Rob actually coming out on Lion's Pride side. seems they're pretty afraid of the dive here. They know that they want to get in. Ymir coming back out again on Ferryman's side. Huge play on the first. Should do some work on the second game here. And we'll see what Lions Pride chooses to lock in here for their last picks.
Definitely not upset with the Samir pick. Hunter was playing it pretty well.
Yeah.
See if maybe blue team opts for a Phantom this time.
Yeah,
There's
maybe.
quite a few situations where I feel like it would have been pretty helpful.
Yeah, I mean, they could have go with Phantom, but they probably will need to go a Curse Knock this game. If they don't go Curse Knock this game, I really think Cerberus might just run through them. Um, let's see, we're kind of hovering a Yanis here. They did ban out Peaceful Minds Zeus,
You
and
shall
I assume
not
also Morgan. I
pass!
assume that's a targeted
To my
ban.
portals, that
I don't
is.
know if that's really in his god pool, but I gotta assume. So we're getting a Yanis and we're getting a Hunbats here. Kind of an interesting one. Not really keen on
Listen
a
to my words.
Hunbats, but that's fine.
Yeah, Humbots into a Soul, Cerberus, Charybdis, and a Ymir.
Oh, and against an Erlang Shen. This might be a bully
You'll
jungle,
never
not gonna
defeat
lie.
me!
While he does have a lot of escape, he doesn't really have a ton to kind of deal with an Erlong effectively. Erlong has that CC immunity on his ult. He has that extra healing that's sustained, and then just getting autoed down. It's kind of tough, but it's fine. Definitely a comfort pick here for Cyber.
For sure.
All right.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to Hunbots ulting an Erlong who just turns
Solo
around and
ulting.
ults back.
Yeah, solo ulting an Erlong who gets to the outside of the range and ults back. And
Mhm.
with that, we're going to get into the second game here. We're just getting everything set up real quick, and we'll be there in just a second.
Yeah, I think this game, Lions Pride, just needs to really work on their communication. Maybe not so much overcommitting. Get your picks and get out. Don't need to chase everybody down. Technical knockout is still technical knockout.
I think they might have an easier time here with the team fight ults. There's not a ton of team fight ults in Ferrymen you need to worry about besides Serb, besides Soul, and then on Lions Pride. I mean, you have all the run ult, you have Hunbat ult, you have uh, Bacchus ult. There's so much CC disruption there that it's
Mm-hmm.
insane. Additionally, knockups are the best thing, and with an Ola run into a Bacchus, those knockups are going to last forever.
Definitely. Yeah, that's something I'm also going to look forward to. Is they do have a lot of synergy with all their ults.
Yep. A lot of
you know, uh,
yeah, there's gonna be some good combos here. We are opting to see Humbat's going a hog into the jungle. Uh, looks like Erling's actually gonna go a mannequin start in the jungle. Great. I love to see mannequins there. Definitely fun aggression. Soul going a mannequins as well. Gonna see some double mannequin pressure on that, level 2 mid play. Olrun actually opting for a different start here with Death's Toll and a ring, and both solos going a Tainted Steel.
but look at the just the fear of the ults here on the ferryman side.
Yeah, everybody's got a
4
beads.
beads.
Tons of beads out here. Uh, or opting for an ult or for a blink. It's totally fine.
Nice little knock up there.
Yeah, we're getting a little bit of poke here on the Ymir. Ymir still has not hit level 2. Oh,
Oh,
and we got a level 1 first blood out of King Stampy here in the solo lane. Probably contributed to that extra cudgel damage and probably just wave, but kind of tough here. Dual lane still getting a little bit of pressure out. Yep.
yeah, that was just an unfortunate one to miss. I'm not sure how a Hercules kills a Serb level 1.
Yeah, not
But
sure if we can rewind it, but I don't really want to mess up the whole stream. But we'll just have to assume it was cool. Yeah,
yeah,
we gotta
sorry,
assume he used
Skimpy.
a yeah, gotta assume he used a big old hammer. Right? And Combat is coming out kind of in a weird spot. He seems to have opted for a jump and for his monkey. Not really his overhand smash, but it's totally fine. Bakasan going on to Soul as they're really just clearing lanes here at this point. not much to see here. I'm kind of wondering if we're still getting some pressure out in solo, since we're opted to go Cudgel in 3 health pots, and Serb opted to go a Tainted Steel with a Chalice instead. We might see a little bit more aggression out of Serb right now until he backs.
And I think that first blood there probably gave Stampy a lot of confidence in his lane. Definitely would have given me some.
Yeah. It's a shame here because he's boxing into a Serb without a blue buff, so he's definitely going to out-pressure him. Let's see here. Erling's actually rotating to try and help confirm the blue form. Oh, Beads comes out of the Cerberus. Kind of an interesting choice to see a Beads, but that all-around ult really pressures people to play a certain way, especially after the last game, seeing how well that did. Cryptus coming back after doing their own red, and Cryptus is actually power farming here a little bit over the Giannis in mid.
But that's going to be a big call out for this Humbots that the Serb has no beads anymore.
Yeah, I don't know if
yeah,
Humbots might actually get to level 5 before that happens. He is kind of splitting farm, but it's fine. We'll see if he actually gets that in time and rotates before the beads are up. He does have 120 seconds. Right, and not too much is still happening right now. A lot of farm, a lot of little poke, nothing huge. This dual lane not being as aggressive as one. Oh, Ymir comes to the freeze. Tanks fighting tanks, not great. Ooh, stun coming out. Separate, not getting off. Chaos Knight's going to pick up that kill on Terminator. But Erling is actually just here. He is shredding Chaos Knight. He is going to shred this Bacchus too. He does not have... He actually just got the ult, so if he plays it right, he could go for like a taunt knockup. Yeah, taunt, freeze, pin, knockup, huge.
Nice.
Not much he can do. That was a great... Yeah. Well, I think he CC'd at the end of it and still got it off. Because he... Actually, no, he didn't use his ult. It canceled his ult. That's insane.
Oh, wow. Okay.
That's totally fine. It's just a free ult next time.
Yeah, but that's really what I was expecting to see out of a Erlang that goes mannequins. Lots of early game aggression. You do tons of damage with mannequins. Your one on Erlang is super helpful. You do more damage.
Yeah, you just have that. You just have that extra, aggression whenever you, or that extra damage whenever you go for a, knock up pin one, and you're just autoing someone down. And Erling actually opting here for a Crusher here along with the Cryptus, so we're definitely going to see a little bit more of that, while Hunbat's invading opts to go for a Jotun to try and get a little bit more mobility on the map.
Yeah. Pretty good choice in my opinion. I believe it has 20% cooldown.
Yes, Jotun's is a 20% cooldown.
That's a lot of cooldown. Really, really important on a character like Hunbots. His ult does have kind of a long cooldown. I know they buffed it a little bit, but I think it's still pretty high.
Oh, well, yeah, I mean, it's... Ooh, yeah, just getting caught out right outside of your portal. He did put it up, but, the pin, the two, that's close too much. You're actually running out here for the red. Fear No Evil comes out as the Maw Hunger comes out as well. All around ult being popped, and she's actually just zoning right now. She's using it for CC immunity, doesn't do anything with it. And now they're going to start to chase down this Oleron, who's out of position. Yep, Maw comes out, gets kill, and Hunbats is actually just clearing a wave, or clearing a camp, trying to get some XP and some health. Fox is there. And that's just
Janus is just not going to have a good time into this Erlang and Ymir. He's going to try to go through portals, and he's constantly going to get stopped.
This is tough, because he's died once, and he's already 2 levels behind. His farming is just not going to be very fun with this kind of comp they have. And Orc's just kind of having his way with Serb, to be honest. He has 3 minions, does not care. He's gone into the Blackthorn. He's healthy as can be. Serb kind of opting for what might be a mystical mail, but we'll see here. As Charybdis is just pushing out this Giannis. Picks up both those harpies.
Seeing something interesting. I see the Oleron here went for the Ring of Hecate first item.
Yeah, he's got that Death Toll, and he's going to go into a Hecate. He wants a lifesteal item, and so since he's opted for that, he's going to go into a Hecate's first, just because he wants that extra attack speed. It's a pretty good pickup for him, but we'll see if that benefits over like a Bancrofts and a Gilded Arrow. Or Mannequins. Mannequins would be cool too. Excavate coming out of the Hercules here, as he's probably just clearing waves, to be honest. Serb is going to think about backing as he kind of gets ready to go home. let's see. Not too much happening. We're kind of positioning around mid, and around the Fury pit that's up. It is, or I guess it's 6 minutes in. I don't think that's a Fury. I think that's a Scorp. Oh no, it actually is a Gold Fury. Gold Fury, doing those Scorps early. And we're kind of positioning around it. Ymir's zoning just to kind of make sure they don't do it with nobody looking. Yeah, Herc power farming here. Level up. Erling got the 301. He's a level up on his, and just a little bit of poke coming out. Cryptus goes into Whirlpool form and gets out of there for free. Totally fair.
For sure.
Cryptus
Man,
2 up.
nothing
Sports
more
are
annoying than
even.
somebody just walking out of your abilities.
Yeah, he loved it. You love when that happens, right? Nah, Big Mouth just gets you out.
So hopefully we're kind of at the point where teams typically start warding around Gold Fury. They start warding around Fire Giant. We're gonna start looking at some Gold Fury pulls, some Pyro pulls. This team does have the earliest pull of the day. I believe it was at 13 minutes.
Yeah. Oh, I don't believe he did. I don't. I believe Bacchus just ulted the Auras and actually might have confirmed them. Not sure how it's supposed to look on our side, but
I believe he did. That does look like a blue ward there on top of the Gold Fury.
yeah, which is not my favorite use of a Bacchus ult, but whatever, it's fine. It'll be up in like I guess 50 seconds, 60 seconds. It's okay. Back to this slap fest. Totally not an issue. Let's see.
League.
Opting to go into a Kusarigama and might actually go into like a probably a Genji's would be best for Hercules, especially being 2 levels up. That extra CDR would be nice, especially with Blackthorn. But he could always go into a...
Genji's pretty sick.
Yeah. Ooh, Fear No Evil comes out. Beats comes out of Erling. Erling actually ults here to try. Strip is actually going to Beats as well to try and keep that up. Gets the heal off from his Seventh Blessing as he's getting kind of smacked around by this Hunbats. Oh, Blink out of Hurt. Turtle form out of Erling. Oh, pin. Oh, pin out of Erling. Nuts pin to stun him into the tower and keep him there. But that was an insane pull from Hercules there. Bacchus is trying to keep his Janus alive. Oh, the Maw Hungers. He's trying to stun a CC immune ult as he is picked up by the Maw Hungers.
Huge plays out of Stampy's Hercules there. That was just a wild pull. And then I don't really know what happened there in mid, but good ult out of the Charybdis.
Charybdis is 2 levels above. She has crit already. She is just running him down as he gets chewed up by the Maw Hungers. Let's see. Bull Run going back to farming. He's already got crit online. He is hitting that 1 for like 600 damage right now. That is insane considering he's only got a Hekate and a tier 2, maybe a Typhon's Fang.
But I believe that translates to like maybe 300 damage to a regular player then.
Yes. Uncrit, we're probably looking at about a 300 damage for his 1. Something close to that, which is still pretty huge considering he's only got attack speed and a little bit of lifesteal.
Wow. Gotta love a mage that crits.
Yeah, especially with that nerf to Spectral. Oh, Fear No Evil comes out, the Bees, the Whirlpool, and the Janus ult actually hitting the Erling. Kind of big there. You could try and follow up there since they have the mobility. Oh, and Turtle Form comes out of Erling. Seventh Blessing comes out of Erling. It doesn't matter. The heal doesn't come off in time.
Cyber almost turned that around.
Ooh. Here we go with the Czar chasing up this Hunbats after really chunky, and the shell comes out. Excavate comes out.
Both shells.
The Maw Hungers. Yeah, the Maw Hungers is ready. He's just kind of looking. He really just ults for CC immunity, which is fine. I would really love to see a little bit more focus. Bacchus is getting frozen on the tower line, not taking shots. Really a shame for Cyber there, getting picked out even despite using his turtle form and his Seventh Blessing.
He almost turned it. He almost killed the Janus.
Yeah. Supernova coming out of Soul, Dissipate coming out of Soul as well. We do have used the Oleron ult but he's kind of looking for something else here.
What?
Oh, that's a shame. That's just an auto diff right there.
Oof. Yeah, I'm not sure where Oleron threw that ability to.
Yeah.
Just
Oh,
completely missed the soul.
Soul is out of mana here. Ooh, we got a.
Oh,
All right.
what a freeze!
He is 4 levels above the Ymir. I kind of would have loved to see him box him, but whatever. He has
I
started.
think he just.
Oh,
Oh
ooh,
no!
this is tough. Oh, even the Fear No Evil comes out and the Through Space and Time, but not enough.
God, this somebody needs to kill this Charybdis. This Charybdis needs to get focused on. She needs to get shut down.
Yeah, 3-0 and 1 would be very big to get a kill on here. You know, if Yanis gets that kill, if Olrin gets that kill, that is huge for them. Beat's actually coming out of Erling. Seven Turns Blessing as well as he turtle forms away. He is just playing to be safe. He's getting frozen, getting focused. Charybdis Whirlpool forms out as
What a rotation!
actually immunes with Whirlpool form the Cerberus
Free
ult.
man stun. Bacchus, you're nuts.
That's insane. That's a none for one. You hate to see it for Stampy.
Oh, what an unfortunate turn of events. I mean, Ymir got a huge stun, barely has any life. Bacchus jumps in there, gets a 3-man stun with his burp.
You hate to be twitchy there. I mean, rotating and losing that blue buff right there. Rotating, using your ult, and then also like just not getting that kill.
That's just
That's tough.
oh, tiny little misplays, man.
Yep,
Just little tiny ones.
that's totally fine. We are kind of in a bit of a difference here. We have about a 2K difference in gold. I'm sure the experience is probably even worse. Yeah, you have 4K difference in experience. You know, we were seeing easily like a 2-level lead, a 2-level lead, and even. So the ADCs and the mids are definitely, we can definitely chalk this up to a bit of a mid diff, but it's okay.
Yeah, no, this Yanis is just not having a good time, like we were saying at the beginning. He's just constantly getting frozen out.
Yeah, if
He's
any, if
getting
any,
pushed away. He's getting stunned and knocked up. It's just
yeah, if any of you minor players are listening, don't put on your cans for this one. Definitely don't ban Zeus.
yeah.
It's kind of one of those things. Let's see here.
Yeah,
Honestly,
you would assume. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh no, yeah. What were you saying?
No, I was just gonna say you would assume that if Zeus is one of your top picks, I would hope that you have a pretty decent god pool. I guess
Yeah.
this is just a hard counter for Yanis.
Yeah, I think the idea was just trying to be safe, trying to keep mobility, and Giannis might not be a super comfortable play for him. We're actually seeing a start to a double Prid win here out of Ferrymen's team, and looks like we're kind of behind. Another ring coming out of Ola Run, a ring coming out of Soul now, and Triple Mace actually coming out of Hunbox. Kind of an interesting one. I don't love to see Triple Mace, but is what it is.
I'm also just confused on why this Oleron still hasn't built Stone of Foul. Yeah, I mean,
You know, both of these guys haven't built Zone of Foul. I think they're just playing Oleron to play Oleron.
oh, what a humbug.
Yeah, through space and time comes out here. Soul's gonna drop the supernova. It doesn't matter. Oleron
man,
feeds.
he's just
Oleron
getting
gets
chased
chased
down.
down. Yeah, just chased down by the Erlang Shen here. Erlang's gonna 7 turns less and try to keep the box in check here. As
Oh,
ooh, what a good stun out of Charybdis.
Ymir just out here beating the tar out of this Yanis. Oh,
Just
and now
smacked him.
Bacchus getting run down by Erlang.
Yeah, Hercules just in the back here in a weird spot. He's trying to get the Charybdis out, but it's fine. Hunbounce just actually gets out, but X-Fate comes out, doesn't really pick up anything. Just the use of an ult for no reason.
It's a 4-for-1. They're gonna get an Oni Fury here. We're 16 minutes in here, boys and girls, and they're getting an Oni Fury this early.
Yeah, 16 minutes. We've already done a Fury. We're doing an Oni Fury now, and honestly, they still have like 10 seconds before it's really impactful. They could try to rotate towards a fire, but it's kind of a dumb move.
I don't think so. I think they ward up around fire. They
get the T1 here, but they're gonna back and reset, which is smart. That's what you should do.
yeah.
Me
And
being an AMA player, I would just say let's just run fire.
I don't mind them running fire right now. They back, they get wards, everybody groups up, and they just go sit on fire. If anybody
Yeah.
comes, they just kill them. Like,
Yep.
yeah, I don't even think you have to pull fire. You just show face over there, and they'll walk in there. I'll bet you
Yeah.
anything.
Shame. The shame here is that Giannis has already used his Bezagas. He used it in the last fight. It won't be up for the next one. We'll see if he gets kind of hard focused here. I have a feeling that'll be the case. Oloran kind of underperforming here. He's 2-5. He's kind of getting run down by the Soul and by this Erlang. It's Erlang super dominant right now. The Maw Hunters comes out here. She actually grabs the Hunbats. Jeez. Oh, Fear No Evil comes out. Beads. 7 turns Blessing. He's just trying to burn this Hunbat's frozen.
He's still not dead.
Gets the heal off. Hunbat just runs. It's fine. Oh,
Oh, what a
good,
wall! What a
good,
wall!
good wall on Giannis. Oh, if Twitchy was, Twitchy's resin, he would have been there at the end of the portal.
Good
Where
double
that go?
knockup. Oh
Good
my! What a
breeze.
Cerberus stun!
Serbolt into a big Emerald. Oh, now we're starting to get the Pridwins in play. Mir coming back in. He's trying to help the Giannis. Giannis actually beats to try and make sure he confirms that kill. Yeah, that's a big shutdown for our friend here. Hunter actually confirming that kill on Bacchus. His Hunter's just here. He did not back. He has no more mana.
I'm not sure what he's still doing.
I don't know. There's not much these two can do, honestly. Terminator, however, running it down left lane, he has gotten the T2, and pushed up to the Phoenix. Kind of a good split push there. Actually coming in behind, possibly. No, opting to go back and just farm. They should probably back off. They're kind of low mana, and it's very fun to see the Pridwin started to come out. Serb to get a Pridwin there. Ymir started to get the Pridwin online, and so they're just going to be just popping shields. They're just walking time bombs. That's all they are.
And if I'm Lions Pride, I'm actually not too upset with what just happened. You did lose 2 towers, but you did get a huge shutdown. You did kill the Erlang. You're giving your team an opportunity here to kind of farm.
Yeah, I mean, you
Get
killed the
back into this
Erling. You
game.
killed the. Okay, Chaos gets picked out here by Hunter and Terminator here as they're just walking around. He doesn't seem like we have too many wards up there. I mean, we have a ward on the Fury Pit, but not any wards on purple. So he's just like unaware.
Yeah.
We're doing Ori's right now as Giannis is kind of contesting the Serb. Serb doesn't confirm. Yeah. Ori's goes to Lion's Pride. No problem.
Can we take a peek at the ward placement, please? Yeah. So this is another huge difference between the majors and the groups below is ward placement for sure. I mean,
Yeah.
this is still pretty decent. Right? I mean,
They're
at
trying to
least
keep a lot of
everybody's doing
vision.
some kind of wards. But...
Yeah, they're trying to keep a vision here. I mean, your mid is top of the wards list right now, which is smart. You know, he's the one getting picked out, so he should be buying wards and like trying to maintain vision. But at the same time, you know, I would love to see Zara buy some more wards. I'd love to see probably Terminator buy some more wards, but it's okay.
I think there was somebody who had only 4 wards placed.
It was 3, and it's Cyber.
Really unfortunate. Got to be placing more than 3 wards 20 minutes in.
Well, Cyber is in a space where he's trying to get items on the line as quick as he can. So he is full buying items and like getting cost. So he probably doesn't have the money to buy wards, to be honest, which is fine. He's a jungle, he's rotating, and
he's
you can't
doing his job well.
You can't ward ahead of you. You have to have your team ward for you so you know where you can rotate. Fear No Evil comes out. Blessing. Maw hungers as he actually loses his immunity to the Oleron ult. Kind of nuts.
This Soul just doesn't care. Just fighting the Oleron in his ult.
Oh, a blink inside of the Erling to avoid that as Terminator picks up Case tonight. Let's see. On the Hercules. Oh, as Twitchy picks up Stampy. Box just kind of hanging around here. He's got 2 ADCs on him ready to go. Hunbat's kind of coming in, throwing his monkey, not really getting anything.
The power of a 5-level lead and a Stone of Foul. Terminator kills Chaos inside of an Oleron ult.
Yeah, that was tough. He did expend beats to do it, but still, it's kind of nuts that he has that power to do that. I mean, they both have the same amount of lifesteal. You know, they have Bancroft Titan versus actually Deathstall, Hakate, and Pyro. As Soul actually just does Fury by herself.
Insane.
Level 20 Soul is something to be afraid of.
Yes, for sure.
see. I wonder if we're going to see a pickup here on the... Oh, she actually opts to buy a T1 Lost Artifact instead of a starter upgrade. Might have waited to see if we upgrade that starter. I would kind of like to see a hidden blade out of her, but it's okay. It's kind of
That'd be funny to watch. I would
that's
love
kind
to
of
see her too slapping people.
yeah, just like getting hit with a radiate that just does like at this point it's got to be like 800 damage.
Or the at least. Mannequins does property art.
Yeah.
It's like they're just
Oh,
putting some wards up.
Good freeze coming out of Ymir. Trying to catch that Hunbats out. They know that the Hunbats is kind of in a space where he's 2-1. He's the only one that's positive on his team. They know if they put him behind, it's going to be good for them. Because this Fury Evil's, huge triple Fury Evil right there. Trying to save his Hercules. Not enough, though. Through time and space, he used to try and get the other side. Instead of just a simple portal, he uses the whole ult. As now that Fear No Evil and Time Through Space, they can just do fire. They have no secure, they have no objective clear. Olrun opting to actually push the T2 and maybe shove a Phoenix, as he's kind of burning it. It's not that fast.
I think at this point he can afford to just take the Phoenix. You're all the way up there already. They have a T1 tower to work, or a tier 2 tower to work through.
No,
if you back,
this is tough. They're probably gonna run that Phoenix. Yeah, they're running the Phoenix down. They have no thought about it. Olrun needs to back now because he's got that ult up. He can try and give a little space to. Okay, we're blinking in. Yeah, that's not it. Blinking in like that, not hitting a belly flop. That's tough. Box is getting caught out very hard here. I don't know if I would love a blink on the block because I understand why you would do it, but like. Honestly, I would. Yeah, this is one of those games where I would prefer to curse donk or something out of that instead of a blink. And they're gonna clean it. Oh, the time and space actually hits the Erlang Shen. Kind of nuts here. Olrun ult, Olrun beads as Cerberus slowly falls down and slowly jumps through. Ymir is kind of tanking this and not in a great way, but it's okay. I think he got crit for 91 damage.
Wow.
Ymir. That's some insane. What's Ymir's build right now? Thebes, Pridwin, and Shoguns. That's it. Kind of nuts.
Yeah.
I think Olrun just doesn't have a ton of damage at the moment.
He must not. Yeah, that's.
I mean, two rings, a Death's Toll, and Typhon's Fang is not great. And we're just kind of backing and resetting here. Not a lot to be done. Didn't really get any kills out of it, so not much point. But we did get 2 Phoenix, we did get a Phoenix and a half, so no issue. We're just gonna go back to farming, try and clear that up. Still 5 fires on the board here as they get ready to kind of look at another chip. They're actually gonna pick up the pyro while they're on their way out. Really much to do. Comebacks could have contested, but it's not a really smart move.
Ferrymen.
Not a big one.
Ferrymen just kind of need to get together now. I think before this Olrun hits 20 in full build.
Yeah, I mean, as soon as the Olrun,
just gonna need to get in there and finish the game.
Yeah, Olrun's kind of in a space. He's probably gonna. I would like to say it's a Hootie. It might be a Chronos Pendant. It might be a Charon's Coin. Charon's Coin's kind of a long shot at this point. So either Tahuti or Chronos Pendant would be fine for this Olrun. If he doesn't go Stone of Foul in the last slot, I don't think he's getting as much value as the Soul. Like I said, it would have been cool to see it probably second or third item instead of what he's got currently. Because like you see, he's 2-8, and Soul is 5-2. She's got a similar build. She didn't go Foul until late. That's a great whirlpool just to get through the Olrun ult, and even his Aegis isn't enough to stop. Charybdis is insane right now with the way that her mobility is.
But the first half of this game, Olrun was 1-4, didn't have Stone of Foul. Second half of the game, he was 2-8. He is now 2-9.
Yep.
I feel like Stone of Foul would have just made a big impact on how this game was played. It's insane how much damage.
I mean, I will commend anyone for not building Stone of Cringe, but still. Beats out Hunbats here as Ymir blinks and freezes. Fear No Evil comes out as he's trying to focus on this Erlang here. Erlang 9-turn Blessings as he tries to sustain a bit, to get here. Hunbats, blinks to try and avoid the Serve jump as Terminator picks up the Bacchus. Kind of nuts. we might just go going for an end here, but as Hunbat tries to get in the back, he doesn't have Fear No Evil. That
Oh,
supernova, that
wow.
wall. Oh my goodness. That's
And
insane.
Hercules Excavate just kind of tickles everybody, and that's game two.
That was a game too. That was insane to see.
Yeah, pretty clean play from the Ferrymen. Again, they did a really good job of picking gods that are just kind of OP into the enemy gods.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think this was definitely a showcase of like Charybdis. This was a good showcase of Soul. Way better than the last game.
Yeah,
Uh, eh,
definitely.
this was a toughie for Lions Pride. Just to be fair, this is a very highly seeded minors team, the Ferrymen. But I think the builds nothing too egregious. Giannis is going to normal build. Unbats, triple mace, a little bit weird.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's fine. Might have would have see a Hydra instead of a Crusher, just because of that extra Hunbat's passive plus Hydra.
Mm.
A lot of Pridwins. Pridwin's very good right now,
Yeah,
so
there is four Pritwins. That's a
great on
lot.
them. This Charybdis build, that was going to be a Death Ringer. That would have been huge. Erling Shen. Erling Shen's a real run through you got at this level. Play him. He's real good. It's
Yes.
just one of those things.
You
And
should not
then
have a bad game if you play Erlang Shen.
yeah, Erling's a really safe pick, especially into a bruiser team like this. Um, I would say great showing from Ferryman, great positioning, great setups. Any advice that you would give to Lions Pride Top Hat?
Um, Probably Ward more. That's
Oh yeah,
always
give me
going to
some
be.
details. Yeah,
I think that's going to be everybody's piece of advice for every team that plays. I mean, your mid had 17 wards.
yeah.
That's insane.
I mean, I
But
think there was even major players that weren't wording that much.
yeah, I, and you just got to group better.
Yeah.
That's really about it. I mean, in the first game, a little bit too much overcommitment. I think this time it was not enough. I mean, there was a few times where you probably could have turned the early game around, but late game it was just too late.
Yeah, I think the target prioritization was a little bit tough on
Mhm.
uh, the Lions Pride side. You had All Run Ult, you had Fear No Evil. Those two great. You got great Fear No Evils. It was just nobody was following up on you because it was very segmented. Playing back, grouping, definitely would have helped. Great stuff out of the Ferryman here. Um, I probably would have liked to see some more impactful Serb ults. They were still good, but
Oh, for sure.
more impactful. We've seen
Yeah.
some nutty Serb ults before. I think I might have seen one or two that were pretty good. Like that Serb ult into holding them into the mirror.
Oh, it was beautiful.
Yeah, the shards of ice, literally just holding their head underwater. While you're giving them a swirly. Just one of those
Hmm.
things. And
But
yeah,
I
it's
I
fine.
think that they had such a huge lead come mid game, and I mean they did take kind of advantage of it. They took fire, they took a tower, and
Yeah.
then they took another tower, and then it just kind of petered out, and then it led to, hey, let's try and see if we can win some more team fights, and in that way,
I mean, yeah,
uh,
your objective pressure was there. Keep it up. That's
yeah,
beautiful. I
yeah,
think that's all for me.
no, good sets to watch for sure.
Super. All right. Well, this has been us. This has been the Lions Pride versus Ferrymen Miners Game Week 2. We will catch you next time. Have a wonderful night.
See ya.